at this sun. Look at the blue sky and the clouds. Look at this scenery right now, this image. This is actually great. This is actually really nice. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Peace with Cam here. Thank you for watching. Today I actually want to be talking about spiritual awakening and how it has applied to me. I think I'm just gonna give probably 5 ways of spiritual awakening, but I'll give out the 5 ways that I found out my spiritual awakening, and it could be different for other people, but I'm just going to share the 5 ways that I've experienced it, and maybe it could be a way that you experience it as well. So for me, number 1, I became interested in things that had to relate to spirituality. Like, I became interested in Buddha. I became interested in burning incense. I like to visit spiritual stores. I don't know how this happened, but whenever I would feel like I was kind of down or something, I would listen to sounds online like binaural beats and 432 hertz and certain frequencies of sounds in order to like kind of soothe me and cool me down. And eventually, honestly, sometimes I would like actually enjoy the presence. So I became more interested in things that were in the spirituality field. I started to grow an interest for tapestries, and I honestly don't even know how it happened, because it started when I was like around like 16, 17. I just kind of felt myself wearing head wraps, things that revolves around spirituality, like object wise. And that's, I believe for me, that's how eventually it came in my spiritual awakening. Number 2, I started to question myself in life, and I just kind of find myself thinking around the house like, what do I want to do with my life? But then I thought about it in a real deeper way, like, what is my actual purpose in life? And having those thoughts, I looked at everything more differently than I was taught as a child, from my own vision and my perspective. Like, what is my being going to contribute into this earth? What am I doing here? What am I doing with my life? And from that point on, I started to think my purpose in life is to just simply be myself. And then that's when I kind of defined myself into a spiritual awakening, like, oh, I'm like really opening up and really looking at the world and everything for how it is and questioning it, but also taking it into a perspective. It's life. I'm part of life. We're all part of life. And that's how I started to see myself starting to really question my purpose here. But I feel comfortable that I knew that I was here to just be myself and enjoy the natures and the wonders of the beauty that life has to offer. Number 3, the third way that I found myself starting to wake up spiritually, I started to grow a passion for organisms, like trees, animals, plants, grass, like just things that, aren't human. I knew that it was still a life itself. I knew that it had a life too. I look at trees and I'm like, these are the most beautiful things I've ever seen. And it makes me happy that I look at these trees and I know they give so much home to other animals as well. And I know that they give off really good benefits for the earth as well. So I'm always thankful for the trees. I felt myself thankful for flowers. I found myself thankful for animals. Beautiful things. I found myself waking up in the morning and I appreciated the birds that would just chirp in the morning. And when I go out near waters, I look at the waves and the ducks. I'm like, yo, this is beautiful. And it made it even more beautiful in my spiritual awakening that all of this was all part of one. And it made sense that everything came together. Number 4, I didn't care about what anybody thought about me anymore. I feel like when I was a teen, I kind of feel like I had thoughts about, I gotta look like this, I can't act like this because they're gonna think. I kind of feel like I thought about people's opinions, but as I age, it's no one's life. It's no one's life to control. It's my life. It's my life to control. And I would affirm, I am in control of my own thoughts. I am in control of my life, because I knew it, because it's true. No one has the ability to tell me what I can and can't do because it's my life. And I just threw away the whole thoughts of listening to other people's opinions. Oh, you can't do this because they say that. I stopped caring because it's my life. Like, I stopped caring about what other people had to think, what other people have to say, because at the end of the day, they got their own life to live. I got my own life to live. And I stopped caring more about how I look, how I had my hair, the music I listened to, the things I like to do that I feel like other people would find weird. I didn't care about it anymore. I threw all of that in the trash because it's my life. And this was my spiritual connection to these things that I knew made me happy. It wasn't anyone else's job to judge and have their opinions because, like I said, it's my life. So when I stopped caring and realizing that it didn't matter what other people had to think, or just not caring how I look and just being myself, that's how I really opened up more and more into spirituality. And lastly, the fifth way for me that I knew that I was having a spiritual awakening, I kind of felt like some things were signs instead of coincidences. And these are just off of my beliefs. It's different for everybody because some people find things coincidence. Some people don't think that, spirituality is, a higher power thing. Some people don't believe in signs, and that's okay. That's perfectly okay. I respect that. I respect that so much. But for me, I had incidences where I felt like I manifested some things in the past, and then eventually it would just come out in the future, because I kind of felt like there were certain thoughts and things that I wanted, and I would kind of envision it in my head, like me doing whatever it was or whatever it is, and I knew that in the future somehow that someday I was gonna get it, because that's just something that I liked and I was attracted to. I knew that I wanted, and they eventually just came out. I kind of found things that were more of a sense to deepen my purpose, rather than instead of just, these are just things that happen, because I started to find a connection that I knew was going to apply to myself. So yeah, that was just based on me though. It's different for everybody. Like I said, everybody is different, and that is one of the most important things I've learned all my life. I started to believe other things were signs. Like, I'd go outside, I'd see a butterfly. I'd go outside, a leaf. One time a leaf, something happened and a leaf fell on my book, and I found that a spiritual connection. I kind of found things and signs within the universe that, to me, I kind of felt spiritually connected to. I learned from experiences that shaped who I was, because I've had things that I've encountered or things that I knew I had to go through, or bad habits, and then eventually I became the person that I am now, that has grown mentally, physically, and spiritually. And I am actually grateful for it, because I learned. I think life is a teacher. I think life has a purpose of giving us lessons so we can better ourselves for the future. And I believe life is capable of so many opportunities for us that we can achieve from. So I just wanted to come here and share my 5 ways that I had a spiritual awakening. Like I said, it could be different for everybody. Someone else might find themselves in a spiritual awakening, but it can be different. But I just wanted to come on here and share my ways of how I felt like I started to just become more awake into life. Found my sense of purpose here was to just connect and be myself and do the things that I love and create loving memories and enjoy good times. And that's what I feel like my purpose is here for. Ever since I was a child. Another thing too, I always wanted to just manifest a happy life. I don't care about a big fancy house. I don't care about a super fancy car. I don't care about being rich. I just care about being mentally happy. I care about just enjoying and being thankful for what I have and growing a great sense of gratitude. So I just wanted to come on here and share these things. For anyone who is watching this, I want to thank you so much, because this has meant a lot for me to go ahead and create my own content to share to others, because my goal with this channel is to create a comfort zone for others. I want to increase love and positivity, and that's my hopes and dreams with this channel. So anybody watching, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I wish you the best. Take care of yourself, guys. drink water, go outside, get some nature, enjoy yourselves. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you.